Hi crocheters of the world. In this tutorial we will work together on this summer blouse, the first for this year, and I'm so very happy I did it because this is a construction. As you can see, it's a little bit interesting but very easy and very easy to alter in so many other sizes. This is a M size that I'm working, but my size, but you can alter it easily. There are the written instruction for free if you buy the yarn from my shop, or you already know that you have the written instruction for free. I am very happy to give you this opportunity to all of my customers in my shop. So usually, as I can see around, other online shops sell the written instruction too, so the patterns too. Because I am not only a owner of a shop but only a designer too, I have the possibility and I am so very happy I can do this. I can give you for free, so I don't know, it's something that it's for you. Yes, for my customers. So the yarn that I used is jeans. The name is jeans. It has this stone washed effect, very nice from my point of view. I use this green, olive green, but there are so many other beautiful colors that you cannot imagine. Just go ahead and watch. You have the link below of this tutorial. And of course, if you buy the yarn, just email me at least the date when you put the order, so I can just verify and send you the PDF. Now, the construction is easy, I said before, and it is easy because it's there are two parts, two sides that are worked with the same number of stitches that we begin, we go on till the end, same number. And in the middle, as you can see, there are worked the increases on both sides. So we can create, we create this triangle, okay? And this is a triangle that that gives, let's say, the neckline shape. Now you can work the back side exactly, so the front side exactly the same as the back side with the boat neckline if you want to. I don't know, I cannot wear blouses that are the same level back and front. I just can't. I don't know, it's me, okay? So I actually put a larger neckline on the front side. If you want to, there is all in the tutorial, and I also explained, I didn't actually show you, but I explained it's so easy to put sleeves too. So if you want to make it for, let's say, summer or winter or autumn, or maybe for not summer, I wanted to say spring, winter, autumn, you can put sleeve, so you can work it in wool too, or you can just work it for summer, but maybe for the chilly evenings, and you can put some sleeves if you want to, maybe 3/4 or I don't know. Okay, so it's really easy. I love it so much, so this construction, that I will create some more, maybe something with sleeves too. I just love it. Okay, it's so nice and comfortable and chic, I think. Now, this is the yarn. I used about 250, I can say, grams. It is written to be worked, so it is to be worked on the label with 3 to 4 millimeters needles, but I work it with 4 millimeters crochet hook, and it grows up really fast. So it's actually a nice, this is a nice idea too, a nice thing too. Okay, I let you to the tutorial. I think I just say you all the information that you need. The rest of it is into the link below for the yarn if you want to buy it from my online shop. So let's do a tutorial. So let's see how to work this lovely summer blouse. It's pretty easy. The construction, actually, I was inspired by a summer blouse that my grandma had, and it has this triangle in the middle that actually creates the width of the blouse and creates all the peculiarity and the original design, let's say. And I wanted to, actually, that one was made by her long time ago, and it was made, it was knitted, not crocheted, but I just wanted to create something, to crochet something more or less the same. So this is the back side. We will work together on the front side, because will be exactly the same thing without 2 or 3 rows at the end for the neckline. Now the yarn, you know, the yarn that I'm using, it's jeans from Ice Yarns. You can buy it from my shop. It's magicogomitolo.yarnshopping.com. You have the link below. And if you buy it from my shop, you already know that you have the written instruction for free. Just if you are actually a customer of my yarn shop, you can just send me a mail with the last order that you did. Last order, not necessarily the number of the order. Maybe you don't remember it, the date. So just to check. Okay, and I will send you the PDF. Okay, so now how you can begin. So we can begin easily with the hip circumference. So you need the hip circumference, of course. Let 1 or 2 centimeters, 2 centimeters for ease, obvious, and divide this measure in 2. Now in this measure you will have to put the number of chain like this: a multiple of 3 plus 1 plus 1, which will be this one, plus the same multiple of 3 plus 1. So this and this are the same. So multiple of 3 plus 1 in the middle, this is chain, I am talking about chains, plus the same multiple of 3 plus 1. This plus 1 on both sides are the double crochets border. Okay, and that's all. Now I begin with 34 plus 1 plus 34. Okay, and let's get started. Now I have my chains, 34 plus 34 plus 1. So it's multiple of 3 plus 1. Another multiple of 3 plus 1, the same. So this is the same, exactly the same multiple of 3 plus 1. In my case are 34 and 34. So it's 33 plus 1. You can put 36 plus 1. 39 plus 1 and so on. Okay, depends on the circumference that you have, or as I said, if you buy from my yarn shop or the yarn, you can just ask me or just email me for the PDF. Okay, so from here we will work the first round like this, and we will work with the extended or long double crochet all the project. And this is okay, and from here we will chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, yarn over and into the 7th. Now this is you will begin like this no matter how many multiple of 3 you put. Okay, so from the 4th we chain 4 more for the first long double crochet or extended double crochet, and we will count from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, and into the 7th, yarn over into the 7th, insert hook and work your first extended double crochet. This is the extended double crochet. So insert yarn over, insert hook into the next chain, 3 loops on the hook. Now we will yarn over, and instead of pull through 2 we will pull through 1, and now we will pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and this is the extended double crochet. Yarn over, turn back into the first chain that remains unworked, and around these 2 work another extended double crochet. Even if I will say double crochet only, it's extended double crochet, okay, for all along the pattern. Skip 1 chain. Now we will just begin with a repeat and work 2 extended double crochets into the next chain, and then come back and crisscross actually the 3rd. So into the chain that you skipped, work the 3rd, like this. Yarn over, skip 1 chain, and like this. For the first, now we will work like this for the first multiple of 3 sequence that we put. In my case, there are 33 chains. So I will go on like this, and it's a multiple of 3. We work on 3 chains, as you can see. We have 3. And on 33, I will have 11 groups like this. Okay, so I will just continue on, skip 1 chain until I will have 1/2, so 34 in my case. Okay, and then I will be back to show you how to continue on. So how to work actually in the middle the increase, because from there we will begin with the increase. We'll begin to increase actually in the middle, that triangle that gives that nice comfortable shape, I can say. Okay, it's like this. So now that I finished my 11, I have 11 groups of 3. Now what we have to do here in the middle, as you can see here, it's the beginning of our triangle. So these 2 parts, the multiple of 3 parts that must be the same, are these 2 parts, okay, on one side and on the other side, and in the middle we will increase. And let me show you. So we will chain 1, yarn over, don't skip any chain, insert hook into the chain and the next chain, and work 3 double crochets, 2 and 3. And from now on, okay, now chain 1 again, chain 1 again, skip 1 because it's the next part of the multiple of 3, so we have to work again in pattern. 1, 2, and I am back. I go back, sorry, into the skipped chain, and this is it, okay? So this is what we have. And now I will continue on with my exactly the same number of stitches, groups of 3 that I have here, and I will finish with a double crochet border. Now that is the multiple of 3 plus 1 is for the double crochet border. So we have here 3. From now on we will just increase into each only here after the chain and before the next chain. So we have these 2 chains. After this one and before this one we will increase into each of our second row. So we have 3 here, we will go with 3. Then here we have 5. I increase into the first and into the last. Then I went on with 5, and with 7 I increase 7, and then with 9, and so on. So we will increase before after the first chain and before the other chain into each of our second row, and you will continue on like this until you will reach the length and the width of this triangle that is perfect for the neckline. Of course, a large, nice and large neckline, because it's a summer blouse. These 2 will be our shoulders, and as you can see, it's fold. like this. Okay, so yes, it goes over the shoulder. Okay, so that's it. I will continue on with my first row to finish my first row, and I will show you how to continue on, but that's it. Now, another thing that I want to tell you is that here I actually worked 2 rows of the pattern, and then 1 row of the double crochets, and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1, and then I went on with 1 and 1. Okay, just because I just don't want it very airy, let's say like this, because I wanted to put it on me without anything else under, so just for summer, you know, so I don't want it to be very, very lacy, let's say. Okay, so I finished. This is what I have. I finished with a double crochet, and I also began the second row with a double crochet, and I chained 4. So for the extended double crochet I used to chain 4 instead of chain 3, and then I work in pattern. So I just go on and skip 1. We have the 3 double crochets. Now it's easier from the second. Skip 1, work into the second and the third, and come back into the first, and around the 2 that you worked, just work your double crochet. Okay, so we just continue on like this till the first chain. You can put markers into the chains till the first chain, where we will just work in between the chains. We work the increase in each of our second row. Okay, so actually we increased here. We work a row normally, and into the next row we will increase again. So it's chain. Oh, sorry, it's here. So you can put markers. Let me show you. I don't know, where are my 2 markers? Oh, I have them here, covered by the back side of the blouse. Yes, so put markers into each chain, so you'll be just sure that you know. Now it's not very important that when it's largest, you will be maybe will be better. Okay, so in each of your second, go on, work your front side. I will be back to show you how to work the neckline. Now if you want a boat neckline, so the back side will be exactly the same as the front side. You just go on and work the back side and then the front side, and that's all. You will increase in each of your second until you reach the large length, sorry, here the width, let's say, of the neckline that you want, and then you will complete with 3 more without increasing, and you will work exactly the same for the front side. If you want to work it with a little bit of neckline on the front side, I will show you how, not right now, because I just want to finish first the front side. Okay, so I'm back because I finished the front side exactly, not actually finished. I have to work 3 more rows, but I will show you how to work these 3 more rows. If you don't want the boat neckline, because if you want the boat neckline, you just work the back side, the front side exactly the same as the back side, and you just sew the multiple of 3 parts together. Okay, so these 2 parts, because in the middle this triangle, so let's see this blouse, this summer blouse, as a as if it is made or built or constructed by 3 parts. I just want to show you. So there are 2 parts exactly the same. Okay, so this is 1, this is 2, and this must be the same. This is the multiple of 3 plus 1, and this is from here. This is the part that will be increase, and these two parts are exactly the same. Okay, so like this. This is the idea. Okay, so here in the middle we just increase, as I shown you before at the beginning, and these two parts are exactly the same, so there are just we don't modify the stitches, the number of stitches. So I began with 34, and I continue on, and I have 34 here, 34 here. Okay, here I began with 3 and now I have 35. Okay, because I increased in each of my second row. So it's a really easy concept to create not only summer blouses, but we can put sleeves and we can create so many beautiful blouses. Okay, and you can put some other pattern stitches on these two sides, so it's pretty easy. Now as I said, oops, this is 4. As I said, now what I want to do is, on the back side, if you want to make a little bit of the neckline on the front side, okay, if you don't want the boat neckline, so that one that is equally, it's the same on front and back. I don't like those. Here I finished with my increases. This is my last round of increase. I have 35 here, and then I work 3 more rows. Now here it is my last increase row, and the last 3 rows you will work them only on these two sides. So here we don't work that, so which means we begin this row working only on this side, and then we will go back and forth on this side, then we'll cut the yarn and put the yarn here, join the yarn here, and work the 3 rows. Okay, and these 3 rows I decided to work them only in the pattern, not alternating the pattern stitch with the double crochet rows. This is again your choice. They just go on and work in pattern, as you can see, until the first chain I will work it. Okay, and actually I will use the chain to work my border double crochet. Okay, let me show you. So now I am working in pattern. The pattern is pretty easy, but I think it's a nice pattern stitch, this crisscross. So skip 1, work 2, and then go back. And then is this stone washed effect that gives this yarn that is really beautiful. Just check on the link below. There are so many beautiful colors. Pick up yours and make a lovely summer blouse for yourself, or I don't know, for your daughter, for your nephew, for your friend maybe. It's really, really beautiful. And so easy to alter, so in other sizes it's so easy. Okay, so I'll just go on till here. 1 and 2, and skip, go back and work over these 2. 1 and 2, and back and over these 2. Okay. Okay, so now I finished my 3, and as you can see I used this chain, so the chain as the border, for the border, to work the border extended double crochet. I have my 3, and now when you begin the other part on this side, just watch where you are. So here it's the back side of the stitch. Okay, here is the front and back. And because this is the back, we will want to begin here with the front, because obvious that we have back and front, so we want to keep on going exactly with the same algorithm, so we don't want to have two fronts here. Okay, let's see, little trick, let's say. So I will begin directly into my chain, join and chain for the first extended double crochet, then working over the tail 2, skip the first, work 2 double crochets, extended double crochets like this, and back. Okay, and I just continue on like this for 2 more rows. Then the last but not least is how to join together the parts. I use a this is my way actually of joining, and it's pretty good, I think. Okay, so just continue on with my 3 rows and see you a little bit later to finish our blouse. And now, last but not least, as I said before, it's how to join together the parts. It's really easy. First of all, decide how many rows you will let for the open of for the arm, and put a marker. I decided to let 12 rows, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Insert the marker here, count the same number of rows on the other side, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and insert the marker and close together. Now we will work till here. We will join and we begin from the bottom side, bottom part. This is the part that I already joined. This is on the shoulder, this is the opening arm, and this is the side. Now it's a really lovely way, from my point of view, it's my way actually to join even granny squares. I don't know if I don't think I did a tutorial on this, but it's really nice way to join double crochet things. Or now here we have to be in the middle, and the same here, 1, 2, 3, insert and join the yarn. Now chain 3, and we will continue on like this. Skip 1 row, insert hook into the stitch, and slip stitch. 1, 2, 3. Now skip 1 row, insert hook into the stitch, insert hook into the stitch, it's here, and slip stitch. And we just continue on like this. Chain 3, skip 1 row on one side and on the other side. It's 1 and 1. It's pretty easy. 1 and 1. Here we are. 1, 2, 3. Skip 1 and skip 1 and go ahead. 1, 2, 3. 1 and 1 and go ahead. 1, 2, 3. 1 and 1 and let's go on. 1, 2, 3. And insert hook. So we skip 1 double crochet actually with this chain 3, and we insert hook into the stitch here and into the stitch here. It can be chain, because you know we have the chain 4. It can be a double crochet or a chain 4 actually, because at the end we know that we can get this. Okay, and I will continue on like this to the marker. Then I will cut the yarn and show you how to work on the side too. I'm so impatient to put it on me. I don't know how you are, but I think it's the same thing that you feel when you are just about to finish your project. You are so exciting to put it on you, to try it. And really, I really am so excited. When we work top-down blouses, or I don't know, anything, it's easier because we can try them as we go, as we crochet them. But with this kind, it's a little bit more difficult, so all that we have to do is to wait. So I will continue on into the marker, into the 2 stitches with the marker. I will put the last slip stitch. I will cut the yarn, and then I will show you how to work exactly the same thing on the shoulder to join both sides together. So I cut the yarn, and now I will go on the shoulder to do the same thing. Here I am. Now again, into the border stitch, into the border stitch. We go, slip stitch to join together the parts and the new yarn, and chain 3. Now we will skip a group of 3, and in between them, actually now we insert hook in between them and slip stitch, chain 3, skip another one, in between them, slip stitch, chain 3, skip another one, in between them, slip stitch, chain 3, and yes, it's like this, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And this is how we go. 1, 2, 3. Slip stitch in between. Isn't it easy? And we don't have to sew. 1, 2, 3. Oops. In between. 1, 2, 3. In between. Now the last 1, 2, 3. We go into the chain here and into the we have the chain 3 into the chain here of the beginning chain 4. Oops, like this, and chain and cut the yarn. Yes, and that's it. I finish it. Okay, I can put a border here if you want to. We can also put sleeves. I just briefly tell you how. So let's say that one double crochet means a chain of 3. So you will count how many you have. I have 24 per 3, and this is the number of chains that you have to begin. Or you can begin exactly to work around each of them. You will work a group of 3. Okay, so you work 3, 3, 3, and then you go on with the pattern stitch, and you have the sleeve too if you want to.